Hi you guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. Today I thought that I would make a book cover for the journal that I've been working on. I have it not all the way full, but a good portion of the way it completed, the signatures. There's two. And so with this one I wanted to do a hardcover, and I thought I would show you how I make a hardcover. If I have, I don't know if I've shown you before, so I thought maybe I would do that today. Anyway, I have, this is chipboard, and I purchased this on Amazon. And let me get the thing up here, turn my light on. I don't know if it needs to be that bright or not. It's the 12 by 12 70 point chipboard. It's there's 15 per pack, and I think, if I remember right, it was, I don't remember, it was under $20. It might have been around $15. I can't remember for sure, but I figure you get one book cover, you know, a 112 by 12 will get you all the pieces for your cover. So I figure if it's around $1 a journal, that's really not, you know, expensive in my opinion. So anyway, I've cut my pieces out, and I've made it so that the stuff will hang out a little bit. So, you know, it's just up to you. Of course, you can't go more than 6 inches on either side when it's a 12 by 12. But mine is actually just under 6 inches so that this stuff shows a little bit more. And there will be more. I just don't, you know, I'm not finished decorating. So anyway, this is the chipboard that I cut up, and it's like 5 3/4 by 9, I believe. And this is 9 by 2 inches. And then my page here, this is just a piece of like packaging paper that I have a roll of that I bought at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. And I cut it out so that there's a 1 inch border to be able to fold over. Okay. So there's all the pieces. And then this is a piece of Tyvek envelope. And I'm putting that there just so that when the paper bends and bends and bends and bends, it doesn't eventually tear. Even though I'm going to be covering that part with fabric before I sew the signatures in, I still figure, you know, it won't hurt. So we're just going to quickly find the middle, and I will glue that piece of Tyvek just kind of in the middle. And I have left it so that the Tyvek isn't coming here, so when I fold this up, it isn't so thick, because sometimes it makes it so that, you know, your movement of your front and back flap, it is kind of hard to move. So I'm going to make it so that it doesn't interfere with the fold. So we're just going to take and cover the Tyvek with glue all over the place so that it's really adhered to the paper. And this is the quick dry tacky glue that I'm using. I need to clean that lid out. It's not closing properly. Okay, well. So I can kind of see my folds. I'm just going to get that all spread out. And then I'm just going to wipe that glue off onto the paper. I don't have a wipe handy. All right, so there's that. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go ahead and put glue then on my first piece of chipboard. And I'm just gonna kind of, you know, eyeball the inch that I gave it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it won't dry immediately, so I will have a little time to move it around a little bit. And then I just give it like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch-ish. Looks like it's lined up to me, I think. This is actually pretty thick chipboard, but that's good. If you don't get a thick enough one, it's, I don't know. The glue does weird things, but, you know, I mean, I've made them with thinner. This one's pretty thick. I made a mistake on my most recent white cardstock. I bought some that was so thick it won't go through the printer. I tried printing something yesterday. The printer won't take it. So I've got to go out and buy more, which is very frustrating because now, you know, what to do with that really heavy cardstock. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to try and spread that glue. You could use a roller or just your hands, but I like this. This works good. You could also use like grocery bag. If you have some extra grocery bag, that would work to cover it. All right, so that's what this side looks like. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our sides folded up. So normally I go ahead and fold over all of my sides. And give them a crease in the corners. And then I do my corners first. And I just take it so that it's nice and tight up against the corner there and do this sort of a thing and then glue that down. It does create a little bit of bulk, but I'm going to be putting book corners on it and it won't show anyway. And I just make sure that I take my like fingernail or, you know, whatever you have and really just get it up against it so that it's, you know, as little bulk as possible. And so having folded it, it makes it so that the fold lines up pretty well on the paper. So, you know, your fold is pretty straight. The packaging paper that that you can find at Walmart, it's actually pretty inexpensive, and you get a lot of paper. I don't remember, it's been a little while since I've purchased it, but I feel like it's like around $5 or $4 or something like that, and it lasts forever. So to me, it's a good buy. Alrighty. Okay, and then we just want to do the sides. So I make sure that I get my glue right up to the corner or the edge, you know, so that the paper's not loose up against the edge of my chipboard. And then just, you know, put a bunch of glue on. Whoopsie. And fold her up. All right, that one's down. Get this side. It actually comes together really quickly. The hardest part is just getting all of your pieces cut. Oh, okay, and so I have a heavy-duty cutter for the chipboard. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you if you don't have a heavy-duty cutter. I'll show you what mine is. And it was it was something I got for Christmas a couple years ago. I don't remember the cost. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't, I mean, it didn't make me starve to death or anything. Carl brand. And it has this, you know, where you push down, and you have to go over it several times depending on how heavy your chipboard is. But okay, so mine is item RT200 and Carl. And I haven't found any that, I think that's for blades. I haven't found any cardstock that I haven't been able to cut through. I mean, don't get me wrong, or not cardstock, chipboard. I've had to push down pretty hard, and I've had to go back and forth over it again and again, but it does do the job. And so like I've had it for at least 2 years. I don't remember exactly. And I haven't had to change the blade or anything, just because I only use it when I'm making a journal cover. And so I feel like that one blade will last me forever. Because, well, for one thing, I don't always make my journals out of chipboard, the covers, so I don't know. But I do not remember what the cost was. I have actually seen similar cutters at thrift stores over the last couple of years. And as long as you can find a blade, then, you know, you can get one pretty cheap or pretty inexpensively. Okay, one more side. I know I'm wiggling the camera quite a bit and it's making a funny noise. My lamp is sitting on something that, when it moves, it makes a noise. It's kind of annoying to me, so hopefully it's not annoying to you. Okay, so there's that. We've got our base. And we'll poke these inside just to see. So there's that. And so this, you know, it has bits that are going to be hanging out, and I think that I like that personally. So anyway, okay. I decided that I want to use this most recent collage that I made as the cover. And I think that's going to look really cool. So we're going to go ahead and cut this down. And I think I like this. So let's see. I'm going to cut it first. I'm going to cut the long bit off. Pencil. And then I'll be able to make tags out of this leftover. Hope that's in there straight. So that'll make 2 nice tags. Okay, and then you just need to take and mark this. Let's see. Just want to make sure. It's going to be covered on the edge, so I'm not real concerned, but I don't know how far it's going to be covered, so we're going to give it a good amount. That one will go there. Really don't need to give it that much, but I'm going to move over just a little bit. I could use this to decorate something, right? I'm sure I'll find something. Okay. I'm going to give the, no, it's going to be covered. I'm going to put a book corner on it, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I want to go ahead and get these glued down. I think I already went on this side, or this was already inked from when I made it. Okay, oops, and I still need that open. Now I'm going to ink around these edges of the book or cover. I'm gonna go ahead and do this inside part too, just because if I don't, I'll probably end up forgetting to do it. In my head, I'll think I'm done. So a lot of times when I'm finished making the cover, I will put weight on it to let it fully dry so that it doesn't warp, because sometimes, you know, that's what glue, you get something wet and then with the glue and then it kind of warps it. So after I've done this, you know, what we're doing right now, I will most likely, so I'm just trying to figure out which one I want where. I think I like this. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Anyway, I will cover it with like some books and leave it for quite a while so that it's all nice and dry and hopefully not warped. Lots of glue. I do have one directional piece on here, so, you know, you look for that sort of thing if you're putting, you know, something collaged. Make sure you're putting it where you really want it. Or in the direction that you really want it. Okay, I'm going to glue this side down. This glue is also the quick dry tacky glue, Aleene's. I just have it in this little thing, easier to work with. So there's that. Now, I didn't cut it for that because I did not have the intention to use this as my spine, but I could have done that, but I wanted to use fabric and lace and stuff on my spine, so. And I'm not sure which fabric I will use, but I found this piece a really pretty fabric at a thrift store the other day. And so I just grabbed it for an example of what I might use. I might use this one, I might not. I have to go through and see what I have. But, so if you imagine, you know, just pretend. I don't like those flowers right there. Let's see. Let me see. Pretend a little bit better, Stephanie. I don't know if this will be the fabric or not. But something like that. Maybe some lace coming out the side. I'll have to sit and figure this part out. I don't know. Anyway, so it's going to be something like this, but I don't know exactly for sure what or how. Anyway, so that is how I make my journal covers when I'm making it out of chipboard. I don't know for sure what paper I'm going to put here, but whatever fabric I put here, I will also put here. All right, you guys, so thanks for watching, and hopefully, you know, I showed you something you can use, and hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.